My favorite thing about Food Wars is I love eating a meal watching Food Wars.
Yeah, that's fun.
I feel like I
love that.
You know what I mean?
Wait, but then don't you think what you're eating is just so like mid compared to what's being
That's
on the
why
screen?
you gotta make sure it's not mid.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Coming to you from EVO 2024 in Las Vegas, baby. In a nondescript conference room, this is The Anime Effect. Each week we bring you the Lady Lens. Today we are talking with the commentators and competitors here at EVO from the fighting game community, which we will refer to as FGC.
Yep.
You are initiated. And we're going to share as many of those interviews as we can with you today. The rest will come later. That was good.
That was good.
You know, Bane.
You've been dunked on.
But first, I know, we haven't even gotten to introduce you yet, and you're already dunking. But first, as always, we have news to discuss. There's some anime continuing. There's always anime continuing. And a really unique collab, and it's not Crocs. We're not going to talk about Crocs.
That's surprising, because I feel like we talk about Crocs. Like
we do.
Do you guys love Crocs?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know they have a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess? I did this the first time to Leah.
Crocklets.
Crocklets?
That's way better.
That's way better than what it actually is.
Yeah, right. What is it?
Gibbets. You're like right at the camera.
Can we change it to Crocklets? Can we call them Crocklets?
We're Crocklets now.
Hashtag,
in the lore.
Yeah.
Hashtag Crocklets.
That's right.
Yeah, let's get it.
I am really bad at fighting games, and I'm your host, Nick Friedman.
I am marginally okay at fighting games, but know more about the community. I'm Lee Alec Murray.
I'm also quite a fighting game noob, but I do love my anime. I'm Lena Lemon.
And the three of us today are here to see just how powerful the effect of anime really is.
Wow, I've wanted to do that. Thank you. Thank you. I trained for it.
Lena, welcome to the Anime Effect. We are so excited to have you. Your Gojo videos.
Oh, we're starting off there. Huh?
Your amazing cosplay.
Couldn't you have said that first?
The cosplay first?
Yeah.
But then also, you co-hosted the Anime Awards pre-show earlier this year. So welcome. We have our special EVO co-host.
Yeah, it's great.
To be here.
It's also great because this is both of you guys' first to EVO.
Yes.
It is.
What do you guys think so far?
I thought it was really cool. So yesterday I spent most of the day just like walking around EVO, and it was because I'm used to anime conventions,
Same.
right?
Yep.
EVO is like very new for me. And it was so cool just to see like the whole arena of people playing. Everyone's so focused. Everyone, like the whole community getting together and like cheering. I had some friends playing in the Tekken.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just like such a cool vibe, really.
You can really feel the energy
You
like
really
when you're
can.
downstairs.
Yeah, it is a different vibe than an anime convention, but anime still feels so welcome here. Like we were in a few lines because Lee had to buy merch immediately as soon as we
Artist
got to the
Alley,
show.
so much anime still,
And just like talking to people in line about anime, and not just like, oh, I like Dragon Ball, I like this. It was like
people had
like seasonal watchers, like they are watching it.
Yeah.
So
well, that's the cool thing. I think there's such a overlap, right, with the gaming community and the anime community.
For sure. Okay, so since you are the baby bird of the show, we're introducing you to people.
Okay.
What is your gateway anime?
So when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to watch TV during like normal like school year. And the only time I could watch was during summer holiday and young. So it's probably like Doraemon or like Anpanman.
We love
I don't know if
love
you know Anpanman. You do? Nobody knows Anpanman. Anyways, I loved Anpanman so much.
And
It just
Doraemon.
literally means
Doraemon.
red bean bun man.
Red bean
Bun.
boy.
Red bean boy. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the news of the week. Ranma 1/2, Dragon Ball Daima, and more anime have updates we need to discuss. That's next. All right, it's time for the news. Nick, can you start us off?
Yes, but I did not pack my outfit.
Oh, that's what I came for. I think I gotta go, guys.
Okay, so starting off news of the week, Ranma 1/2 classic anime series is officially returning with the original voice cast.
Bro, how?
And it starts this fall.
I was not expecting this at all. Like, at all. Mostly because I thought this was one of those classic animes that would just stay
It would stay a classic.
in like classic jail.
I mean, I love classic jail.
Classic jail.
Way better than modern jail.
It broke out of the classic jail. We need more animes to do that, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, like Urusei Yatsura is the other one from the same creator, where they did the reboot fairly recently. I think it had like 3 or 4 seasons, depending on which anime tracking website you use.
Right.
And it was great. It's David production. They kept a lot of like the humor and the spirit of the original while updating some of the pieces of it. And so this was one of the ones where I was kind of excited to see that maybe they would bring it back. And they are. So the original cast from the 2 80s and 90s anime series are returning.
That's so good.
The 2024
That's awesome.
series.
So good.
I just love that when they can do that.
Yeah, I love when you can like tie back the legacy series to like the new one. Like even like with Full Metal Alchemist, they did the same thing.
Yep.
You know, just recently like Black Butler. So it's cool that we're starting to get more shows that are like, can we reach back and actually get, you know,
I mean, with Bleach too, right?
Yeah, Bleach as well.
Yeah.
They brought back a good chunk of the original cast, which is so cool.
And there was one, I feel like it might actually be Urusei Yatsura, where the original voices of like the 2 main characters played the parents of the 2 main characters in the new one. So like using them in some way is also really cool. But the studio, so I kind of expected David production to also be working on this.
I did too.
It's MAPPA.
I love MAPPA. I mean, they're a little, I hope they're doing okay.
What are like the top 3 reasons that you love MAPPA?
Well, they do an amazing job.
I thought you were going to talk about Gojo.
Everything goes back to
They're going to be like Satoru Gojo.
Gojo.
That's
young
strike
Satoru
3. I
Gojo.
don't want to hear Gojo again, okay?
You heard it here. Clip that.
Clip that.
No, but so the anime will drop this fall in Japan. And I think the world premiere is going to be at Anime NYC, which is next month.
It is next month.
Yeah.
I will be there. Wait, I'm excited.
That's
Yeah.
You should go.
I should.
very soon. I wasn't expecting it.
Anime NYC or Ranma 100?
Right.
Next up for News of the Week, an update on Dragon Ball Daima, which, if you remember, we've talked about it on the show before. This is the next anime Dragon Ball series since Super ended in 2018. Yes. With Tournament of Power. So there's a new trailer for Dragon Ball Daima.
It's good.
Toriyama worked directly on the scenario for Dragon Ball Daima.
Yep.
And from the original trailer, we know that mysterious force kind of gets Shenron to turn all of the main cast into children.
Babies.
Chibis. So, not chibi. They're not chibi. They're children.
They are
It's
babies.
different.
They're children. They're children.
Different.
They're children.
And the tagline is "Welcome to the Great Adventure," which I think for fans of the original Dragon Ball,
before.
that was Grand Tour. They're different. Dragon Ball. Someone on this show has not seen Dragon Ball.
I told them not to bring it up.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Is it?
I haven't seen Bleach.
See that? Did you just hear him?
What did he say?
He said it's fine, but not really.
It's okay.
But it's not okay that
It
you haven't
is-
seen Bleach either. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's not okay.
Well, how are you going to turn on me like that? Special guests, guest hosts, they turn on me almost immediately.
Slam dunks immediately.
Are we the problem or are you the problem?
I don't know. I'm not even supposed to be
It should be.
here.
It should be studied. It should be studied.
But no, so I feel like this could be, for longtime Dragon Ball fans, like I think but this might be a good jumping on point. So
You think?
I think so
that's-
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get introduced to all the kind of main cast and new characters.
Yep.
So, but I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see how accessible it is from the beginning, but I know it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm excited just for the reason you brought up is I feel like Dragon Ball as a whole, like I love it, but I feel like it was missing a lot of the adventure aspect as it went along. And that's what I loved about the original Dragon Ball so much is that it was a tour. Like you were
There's kids going on an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. And them bringing back that adventure aspect, I think is going to be really cool.
And Lena, you'll be excited for 3 new characters: Goma, Masked Majin, and Gloria.
Sounds great. No, but like in all seriousness, it is something that I've like wanted to watch. I just feel like there's so much out there to watch. I'm gonna give the same excuse as you,
That's
to
right.
be honest.
And it'll work for you, but not for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess those are the rules.
I'm catching up on One Piece, and like when I have free time, I watch One Piece. So once I catch up, Dragon Ball will be next.
Sounds fair.
You though should be watching both. I don't know. What
Both
you're doing.
Bleach and One Piece and Naruto and Hunter
And
x Hunter.
Haikyuu.
And
I'm sorry. What?
I give him.
I'm watching Haikyuu right
Why
now.
is he here?
Also,
I give him.
Listen, you can go to my anime list profile. You can see the shows I've watched. Have you seen all of the 1979 Mobile Suit Gundam series?
I think you not watching. No, don't give me that. Don't give me that. I think you not watching Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and all that is crazier.
Okay, I've seen
You don't have
1/5 of Naruto. All right, so next up in the news. Speaking of new shows that you don't need to watch 800 episodes to understand, the Solo Leveling manhwa is actually continuing with. I'm reading the webtoon right now since the anime finished.
I had to pick up what dude.
There were plans for a sequel kind of spin-off. Because I know the original webtoon ended, but I had no idea there's going to be another one.
So it's a spin-off, not a sequel.
It's
if I remember correctly, it's a direct sequel that's about his kid.
Okay, so it's a spin-off in that, it's about Boruto, but it's a sequel in that Naruto's still in it.
Thank you.
Is that right? Would that be accurate?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you got the reference there.
I guess.
I know about
You're a true
Naruto.
Naruto fan.
You're the one who told me that you played the Clash of Ninja games instead of watching the series.
It still
Now you're
counts.
caught up. That does not count.
It still counts.
Playing the games does not count.
It doesn't count.
Thank you.
No, it counts.
No, it doesn't
At
count.
least I've seen it. You haven't seen it.
Oh, so you have seen it?
I have seen it.
Oh, okay, so
No.
I just finished.
That's not what
I
you
just
said.
finished the last part of
He's
Shippuden
lying.
by playing the video game. Like the
Wait,
very last
Yeah, did you hear that?
Pause. Can we pause for a second?
original Naruto. The only part of Shippuden I didn't see was like the very last part,
And you just gamed it
and I
out.
just played the game.
Okay, so the Solo Leveling manhwa continues August 1st, 2024. So that's really soon. And of course, the first season of the anime, directed by Shunsuke Nakashige at A1 Pictures, who we love. Kaguya-sama, shout out.
I love Kaguya-sama.
We should just pivot to talking about Kaguya-sama for the
just-
rest of it.
Yeah, I think I'm down.
I honestly might have to watch this again, man. Like
Kaguya?
Kaguya?
No, Solo Leveling.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Yeah,
We were specifically talking about Solo
Like,
Leveling.
Ogg defense.
Yeah.
Right, like, everybody's
what do you mean no?
No, I had such a good time watching Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling is great.
I'm especially like when you hit the last like 3 episodes.
Oh, those were.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel
intense.
I feel like it was pretty peak for where like current like a quote unquote battle shonen are.
100% the fight, like animation and stuff was.
Yeah, so
good.
just that alone makes it like rewatchable. So I may have to, once I clear the decks a little bit, I may have to go back to it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All 12 episodes streaming on Crunchyroll. Our last news item for the week. Here's that crossover. It's not Crocs. It's also not anything like physically that you can. I mean, it might be. There could be some merch.
Yeah, maybe.
Honkai Star Rail,
Mm-hmm.
which of course
I love playing that game.
is crossing over with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh,
That's crazy. I had no idea.
that's
I'm excited for
so
that.
interesting.
So we don't have a ton of information. So obviously Honkai Star Rail from the Hoyoverse, which also just released Zenless Zone Zero,
I'm playing so much Triple
which is
Z right
great.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's fun,
Good.
right?
It's so
I played
good.
the betas. It was fun.
now. So good.
Yeah.
Is officially crossing over with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. That's it. That's all the details
That's
we
it.
have.
We got
Oh,
nothing. We got
that's
nothing.
Wait, one more. 2025. That's it.
That's it. That's all we know. 20,
Gotcha.
2025. That's all we know.
But I put this in here because I have to know which Fate characters would you want to see in Honkai Star
Oh,
Rail.
I already know.
I will defer to Lena on this one. I
Lancer.
am a baby for Fate Stay Night.
Lancer. I'm a big fan of characters using, spears / lances. And I just love him because, not that he's hot or anything. But
He doesn't have silver hair. How can you like him?
I don't just like silver hair
Okay.
characters.
Sorry.
Everything leads back to Gojo.
It does. All paths. It's like Madam Web.
Right. All paths lead back to Gojo.
Crazy.
His web connects us all.
Yeah, I would say Lancer though. That'd be a really cool one to
That's a
see in
good
Honkai
pick.
Star Rail.
What about you? Because I know you've watched a lot of Fate.
So I'm more of a Fate Zero guy for sure. I like Unlimited Blade Works, and so Haley doesn't get mad at me. I do like Unlimited Blade Works. But I would probably go with Ryder which when we talked with Lisa, which is still a wild sentence to say
Wild.
that we talked with
Wild.
Lisa.
Okay, no need to flex on me like
And
that. Like literally no need to flex on me like that.
Nick is just like,
Okay? I'm like, damn, where was I for that?
next time. Ryder who Lisa also likes. We have a similar favorite character, but also would love to see Lord El Malloy with, because he is tied to Ryder, and getting to see. You haven't seen Fate, have you?
I have not.
Okay, so you're just like,
I'm gonna
definitely
take your
go
word
for
it.
sure.
Take
That
your
makes
word for it.
sense.
Yeah, just know that Lancer's hot.
Yeah, I do have it pinned to watch though. Like Fate has been a like just for me, it's just been a personal.
It's great. If you
blind
like,
spot for a show, so I'll
if you
watch
like Demon Slayer and you like the animation, Fate Zero,
Oh,
Fate,
Fate,
Limited,
animation's
same,
incredible.
it. Say less.
same studio.
Say less.
All right, coming up next, some special guests from the fighting game community. That is FGC.
All
Spell
caps.
it out, all caps. We are hyped for this one. I've been waiting all day to say this. Vegas, baby. All that in a second.
Guys, please welcome Tyrant. You were so ingrained in just the Dragon Ball community as a whole now. You're pretty much, you and Damascus are pretty much just the statesman now. You're just like, nothing Dragon Ball. It has to move through these guys first. Like,
Hey man, look, the second I saw that Fighters was coming out, I'm like, there's no way I'm not being as involved as possible with this game. I'm like, this is the dream game from when I was a kid growing up.
Yeah,
it's a real fighting game. It's essentially Marvel versus Capcom with Dragon Ball. So
Yes.
there's no way I wasn't going to go all in.
I was the kid that hunted down a Japanese copy of Final Bout.
How did I know you were going to bring up Final Bout?
Final Bout.
It's not a great game, but does it have a core memory? Yes, it does.
That's
Yes,
fair.
it
That's
does.
fair. Like for me, the Dragon Ball game growing up a lot with my friends was Hyper Dimension. I don't know if you guys have played that one on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Those were
that-
good.
Yeah,
Those
it
the
was
SNES
awesome.
games were good.
It's kind of like Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
With Dragon Ball characters. So yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That
I was a
classic.
Budokai 3 guy.
Budokai 3 is
Budokai 3 is
That intro,
it's
that
peak,
guitar
man.
riff, like,
It's peak, dude.
yeah, man. Those PS2 games. Like,
I don't know. They hit different.
Because I need to play this game now.
well, they have Sparking Zero here at Evo.
Yeah?
So maybe you
Yeah,
can-
we got to.
We tried it
We got
yesterday.
to run.
Did
Sparking
you?
Zero, yeah.
You should check out Fighter. Like, Fighters it's just really pretty to look at,
Yeah,
too.
it's
So,
super pretty
like,
to look at.
I'm really bad at fighting games in general, and I'll just play it just to have fun. Just,
Yeah.
set the computer to easy and just...
It looks
Just have fun.
it looks incredible. It's like you play that game and it's just like, whoa, it's a spectacle to look at.
It's-
Yeah.
And they intentionally made it look like you were playing the anime. Like the visuals were so important in
Yeah.
this game. It
Oh,
was
that's
like,
And
amazing.
it looks like how you remember the
yes,
anime.
exactly.
Because if you go back, it's a different art style, but
Right.
like when
Yeah.
you play Fighters for the first time, it gives you the feeling of experiencing
yeah.
it for the
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, obviously you're a Dragon Ball fan, but we gotta ask, what was your gateway anime?
Gateway anime, probably maybe like Pokemon.
Okay,
Yeah,
Good answer.
that is a good.
yeah. I would say Pokemon. Like that was definitely wow. This is just art style, animation and stuff is amazing. And then from there, like probably Dragon Ball after that, to be honest. But yeah, for those were definitely the two like that I remember watching a lot of when I was a kid. And then I
Favorite
think
Pokemon?
favorite Pokemon, Gengar.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
rocking
good
the purple today.
That's a good.
Yeah.
It is. Wait, I want to know you guys. What are your favorite? One. Just give me one. Just give me one.
You could see it going in his head. He was like,
I know. I
3 to 5.
I
like-
saw it and I was like, just give me one. I don't more than that.
But the Pokemon sensory went off. I'm a Squirtle guy. Like it's been like
Show off your tattoo.
No.
got the Squirtle squad.
Okay.
Okay.
Squad.
for life.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my guy. Like I think it was because of the anime. You see him for the first time. They're just in this gang of just doing terrible things as tiny turtles with sunglasses. I'm like, that's my
yes, that's my
That's my
man.
guy.
delinquent.
My starter was always Bulbasaur though. Bulbasaur
Nice.
was
Yeah,
yeah, come
That's
on, man.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah. Those first two gym leaders got cooked.
Yeah,
that was easy.
it's like and done.
Yep.
Magnazone.
That's a good one.
He's good. Like I actually like him as well.
So, like, I mean, my real answer is Vulpix because that was
Why did
a
you give that
Pokemon
answer?
because that was a Pokemon I loved from like the beginning. But like, I think right now, if I had to say what my favorite Pokemon is, the design of Magnazone is so cool. It's just
very
like a UFO. I just love him.
And it's still
Thought I'd
one of
give
the
a weird
best
answer and stuff.
electric types in the game.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, Electric Steel.
Yeah.
Like when they added that steel type. You know.
When they started retroing like Pokemon types, it was like
Or when you had to go to specific places to evolve Pokemon, so like you go to that Magnet Stone in Sinnoh. Getting real deep here.
yeah, it's where you have one. You have one.
Oh, I almost was gonna say two, but I'm like, I can't. I literally.
Yeah, you gave-
I can't. I know. I gotta say one.
You specifically looked me in my eye and said,
Okay.
one.
I mean,
Gojo.
There's a lot to Oh, no. Is this a funny joke?
Gojo a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
You were allowed to laugh. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Ninetales.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, I like Ninetales.
Regular or Alolan?
Oh, yeah, there's two versions.
Regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the right
That's
pick.
a good
I was going to say, do you guys want to see my full back tat of Magnezone?
Are you gonna take your shirt off?
Could you imagine if I had a full back tattoo of Magnezone?
We would have to have some discussions because I'm like, you're not the man that I know.
I mean, I think
That is exactly what my wife would say. Too.
And then he's gonna feel some type of way and get Squirtle. Boom.
But at least I could understand. You could get an actual 2-scale Squirtle tattooed on your back.
You could. I'm not going to do it.
You should. We're in Vegas. We're at Vegas,
We're in
baby.
Should we all get matching Pokemon tattoos?
Matching full-size back tattoos.
Wait, no, maybe. I was thinking a little smaller.
Oh, go big or go home. Vegas,
Right,
baby.
You're right, Vegas.
Stop it.
You're right.
Stop it.
You're like, yep.
Yeah, he's like, yes, absolutely. So we asked about your gateway anime.
Yeah.
What about your gateway fighter?
Oh, fighting game, Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
Street Fighter
just
2.
core Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, World Warrior, first version. Well, only 8 characters. I think the first time I saw it was at like my local swimming pool. They had like a lobby with like some cabinets and stuff. And I distinctly remember the Street Fighter 2, you know, like the build-in thing where it goes down. It's like Street Fighter 2. Like I was like, yo, this looks so cool.
Yeah.
And then got it on Super Nintendo later on, and then played it, you know, a lot with like my sister and my friends and stuff. And yeah, like just even today, like the characters, the sound effects, you know, the music, it's all so iconic.
Yeah,
And I did a Street Fighter 2 tournament, so I still play the game.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, I love
awesome.
it.
Who's your main?
And Bison. Oh, that's my guy. Any game Bison is in, that's my guy, man. Like,
Yeah.
I love that character. But yeah, there's just, and there's a reason why it's like seen as that is the blueprint for what a fighting game is.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah,
Fighter
of
2,
course,
you
of
know.
course.
After that, you know, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, they all just looked at Street Fighter and like, yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, that game is just one of the best ever.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that, dude. Can we talk about like how like arcades are just like they were just like peak of society?
I love it, man.
And like I think it's because like when you look at them, it's like the art on the side of the arcade, and like you see the demo run.
It draws you in.
Like, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go play that.
Gambling for children.
Gambling. It is, dude, because if you lose playing story mode in the arcade, you're gonna go get
Go
knocked
get-
out.
They make it hard on purpose.
But I-
like, they make it difficult.
Yeah. It's just a money grab. It's just-
Yeah.
But I think that's why, like, you brought up Street Fighter 2 on a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not great at fighting games, but I did work at a video game store when I was like
Same.
14.
Same.
And that was always the game that people talked about because it shifted arcades to console gaming.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to put a quarter in every time you wanted to play the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was just always there for you and your friends.
Honestly, like if we didn't have that arcade to console, like I honestly feel that the fighting games probably wouldn't be as big as they are now.
Yeah.
Because like it was so transformative because it eventually just made the way for Mortal Kombat to be okay to show up.
But in the Super Nintendo,
there was
Mortal
no blood.
Kombat, or was it a different color?
There was no blood, and then like there was a cheat code to turn it on, I think, or something like that. And then I think like that.
Deep lore.
Yeah.
But I think that like that Mortal Kombat was the game that essentially brought about like the rating system.
Yeah.
for video
Oh,
games.
yeah,
right.
it did.
Yeah,
Yeah, specifically.
It was like that and like Night Trap or some other random game.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's
crazy to see how all of these games have evolved, especially like the big three, and they're just like front and center. Like they were pixels. Now it's like fully formed, and it's like it's crazy.
yeah,
crazy.
it's wild.
So we talked a bit about anime fighting games, mostly Dragon Ball. Is there like an anime fighting game that you wish would get like a sequel or a remaster or?
That's a good question.
Well, Fighters 2, but if not, then like a dream fighting game for me based on an anime IP would be like a One Piece Fighters. So when I was in college, I played a lot of the DS game Jump Superstars. I don't know if you know about that. It's basically Smash.
It's Smash for jump
with
characters.
Jump
Yep.
characters, yeah.
And there were two of them on the DS.
Yeah.
There's Super and Ultimate Stars.
Yeah. But yeah, I always played the first one, you know, in
Such a
between my
good
breaks
game.
and stuff. And there was no English version of it, so I'm just like,
you were playing it in Japanese.
I don't know what was happening. I don't know
it
the
was fine.
menus. I was just like playing it, reading guides online. How do I do this?
Yep.
But eventually, I was able to unlock everything. And the game is really fun. But I would like to see a game like that.
Yeah, dude. I would, especially now that like seeing how far Jump has come as a property.
Yeah.
How many characters they've added since then.
Yeah,
Let's get some weird ones in
Let's
there.
get some. Let's do some weird stuff.
Let's get Anya riding Bond.
I would main Anya.
Let's do some peak stuff like Kaiju number 8. Like,
Yeah, that'd be really
yeah. Let's just have an entire go.
So if One Piece became an actual thing, what was your character? What would your character be?
Well, if it's still a 3v3 game,
Yeah,
like
go on the 3v3 flight.
like okay, so probably Doflamingo,
Ooh.
Zoro,
Okay.
maybe Crocodile.
Yes, Zoro, let's
Zoro's my
go.
guy.
Crocodile.
my
Imagine,
Yeah,
imagine
Crocodile.
Crocodile with like Baroque Works assists that come in.
That would be
Yes.
legit, dude.
Oh, that would be so.
I was also going to say,
Zoro, and your directions are opposite. Like, right. Yeah,
You're trying to dash forward on my back.
Yeah,
sorry, I backed up really far for that
dude,
one.
that would be
That hit.
sick.
That hit.
That would be sick. I'm also like thinking about Chopper's like transformation, like how you would like, do his transformation.
All the archetypes are there. You've got like you've got like Usopp's like a zoner.
Yeah,
you know, like give like Robin like a double jump or something.
Yeah.
Like
I got chills when he said Robin.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
Nico
Just-
Rob.
It's
Yeah.
there.
It needs to
Just
happen.
do it.
yeah,
Someone, please.
It's endless possibilities, honestly.
Oh, of course.
It's so frustrating to think about it because it's like I can see the characters'
Yeah.
movesets
Yeah,
in my head, and it's like it's all there, guys. Please, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's that One Piece mobile game.
Yeah.
The Chinese
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
and it has like some of the animations in there. They look like they're straight
look
out,
great.
out of
Yeah.
like of Dragon Ball Fighters, for example, right? And it's like, give me this in a fighting game, please. Like,
Yeah, I just need it.
yeah, man. But
So let's talk about your commentary career. How did that start? Because I feel like I just like popped on Twitch one day and you and Damascus were just there, and I'm like, oh wait, these guys are awesome.
So I guess like a lot of doing commentary and stuff just comes from like going to like local tournaments and then like there'd be a stream there and they just sort of let anyone on. Yeah. It's just like, just, jump on because it's not like a big event. It's just like, we're just friends vibing. And yeah, like even when I'm not doing commentary or whatever, I'm trying to like understand why did he do that there? Like I'm trying to like think of the thought process of each movement in the game and what this guy's doing here, what's going through his mind there, And yeah, man, I've always just liked studying games like that, even outside of fighting games. Just like, if I was like playing like an RPG growing up, I'll be always trying to like understand like the mechanics of everything and stuff like that. And yeah, just translate it over to fighting games. Everything has a purpose. I think that fighting games is essentially just like fast-paced chess. Every move has a reason, has a counter as well. So that's probably why it's so fun to look at, and watch.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
What's it like having to tell the stories of the fighters? Like
it's just-
when because
yeah.
you have to fill in the blanks, right? Like how do you go about it?
It's just like, so you look at each player's background and like how they decide their character. Different regions have certain affinities for certain characters and strategies and stuff. Like the Japanese players will play very like, sort of conservative and reserved and not take too many risks. Whereas like, a more Western playstyle will be more aggressive,
yeah,
rushing
for sure,
down and stuff.
for sure.
Yeah. So just trying to like understand that and how each region and each player, takes these characters and strengths and weaknesses and uses them to their advantage. There's just so much to look at, and it's never ending. With fighting games, there's always something that players can work on and improve at, and it's just really, really fun. And especially nowadays, you've got social media and YouTube and Twitch. You can really see what these players are doing, day in, day out,
real time.
what their training regimen is, who they play with, their local scene, tournaments and stuff. So yeah, it's just an ever growing, like evolution of fighting games. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
I'm gonna always equate everything back to wrestling, but it's like watching.
He's always
I'm with
talking
you.
about wrestling.
Hey man, well, I'm a wrestler, so
Do you wrestle?
I'm here for it. Yeah.
Should we leave?
Is this
Do you guys want to wrestle it out right now?
but no, it's like you have to tell the story. Like you have to buy into the hype.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's very much.
It's funny you mention that actually, because I think that's where I get a lot of my kind of like commentary style from, is from watching professional wrestling growing up, and eventually, getting into wrestling and stuff myself. It's like I kind of took a lot of that stuff growing up. You're constantly hearing the commentary.
Yeah.
So even before I got into fighting games, I was listening to some kind of a commentary over, some kind of action.
For sure.
So it's very similar in a way.
for sure.
Yeah.
This whole time I was thinking about how I don't follow like professional sports like at all, but when I watch football, there's like a biological reflex that I have where like I see a catch, I'm like, oh
Yeah.
like it just like comes out of me like a specter.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're not into it, you can kind of respect it. And I think it goes for fighting games as well. Even if you're not into it, you see,
You start to feel the energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys will
Yeah.
see it if you go to the arena later on for the like the top sixes.
Yeah.
like it's infectious. The
Yeah.
energy in the room,
For
and, like,
sure. Yeah.
it's really exciting.
So we know we got to let you go because you're busy man.
I'm having fun, man. I'm
You
chilling.
can come back anytime.
This could be the
bro.
first
You can
of
come back
many.
anytime,
First of
bro.
many.
First run. Coming out of Evo 24, who should we look out for fighters wise? Like
for DBFC.
Yeah. Who should we look out for?
The main guy to beat right now in DBFC is probably Inzem, who is a player uses base Vegeta, Cell, and Android 18.
Oh wow. Okay.
Keeps it very canon. They're all from the same arc.
Yep. And he's like really, really strong right now. He's won like all the latest recent major tournaments. So like Combo Breaker,
He's been
CEO.
on fire.
Yeah, real strong.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tyrant. For
that was
coming.
fun.
We will have to
you.
have you back because I
Yeah.
feel like
You just want to talk about wrestling.
Yeah, honestly, when I go on paternity leave, you can just have him on to talk about wrestling.
Hey man, we can talk about Kinnikuman. Let's go.
You just set him up. He's rapping and you say Kineko Man, and he's like,
stop it. I have to leave. Stop it. But no, seriously, thank you, bro. It was so much fun.
Yeah, happy to, man. Thank you guys for having me on.
All right, y'all. This is the one. This is the big one. This is the Godzilla.
The one?
This is the one.
Damn, that's serious, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe that because I watched your episode with Lisa. So there's no
Oh,
nothing.
he called you
so you're
out.
lying to me.
He called you
You're
out,
he's gassing,
Okay, right on.
gassing us.
So this is the
You got him, dude. Look at
I
him.
did
He's
100%.
panning.
You got
For you.
smoked.
for me. Like you guys have been a huge part of my life. Like because I
Aw.
love fighting games and like I have a special attachment to it through my dad and all this other stuff. But
Okay.
yeah. But I do not want to intro you guys. Can you please intro yourself to the fans of the Anime Effect?
Well, for people who don't know who I am, my name is Michael Mendoza, but in the world of gaming, I'm known as IFC Yipes. I've been in the competitive scene for, like 23 years, 24 years?
Yeah, around there.
23, 24 years. Was a professional at one point, whooping everybody's ass. And then I took a back seat and I went to the world of casting, hosting, commentating, etc. And here I am today, man. Talk anime and just shoot this. I can curse?
Yeah, we'll bleep it. We'll bleep it. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
There you go.
I like that. My name is Justin Wong, and I'm very bad at talking about myself, but I play fighting games playing competitively and won a few tournaments. Now I'm trying to do more.
Few?
Yeah, a few. Yeah, I just dabble, and now I'm more into like content creation and just playing video games, watching anime,
Yeah.
family time, all
yeah.
that stuff.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm a complete nerd at the fullest core possible. Anytime,
Aren't we all?
anytime
That's
I
what
can go
we're
to
here.
Japan.
He did better than me. Talking about, I like that. Doing better than me. I feel like I need to reintroduce myself.
I talk about my hobbies. I didn't even talk about the gaming. I'm just like, I like to go to Japan. You know,
Yeah.
I love Japan.
Who doesn't?
Listen, man, I like making music. I rap. All of that.
There you
What do
go.
you have? What do you have
Oh.
on? Y'all gonna
I just needed to say something. I just needed to say something. I feel like it was my.
You were like, I didn't even follow up questions.
Give us the 16 right now.
Nah, you got to pay for it. No, I'm joking.
It's not in the budget. It's not in the budget.
Wait, then we have to license the song. It's like a
Yeah,
It's a whole thing. It
bunch
turns
of
into
that.
a whole thing.
Well, speaking of anime, I want to ask you guys, and we have been asking every guest here, what was your gateway anime? I guess we'll go first.
Oh, gateway anime.
When y'all start
Actually,
breathing, you like.
I watched animes like in the 90s.
Okay.
So I think most people are going to be like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, like
Yeah.
that 6 a.m. special.
Sure.
For me, my first one was Fushigi Yugi and Marmalade Boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting some deep cuts.
We are, dude. We're getting some.
Shigi Yugi. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
that one was my first. We got, yeah, he
Why
doesn't know.
is he getting those
I don't
ones?
think he knows.
no. You'll know after. You'll know
Okay,
after.
okay.
Right. So I was able to get them from like kind of like a Chinatown. They like sold the VHS
Yeah.
tapes.
Oh,
and
wow.
that's kind of where I started watching anime because I didn't know. I'm like, how come they don't show this on TV?
Yeah.
So I always went to that video store to just buy random anime growing up.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, for me, you thought it was Dragon Ball. No, it's Ninja Scroll actually.
Ninja Scroll.
So back in the day, obviously, we was heavy on like other cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
growing up on the Saturday mornings and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the first time I seen anything anime was on a VHS cover. So it's funny that you mentioned that. So I went to my local Funny enough, it was like a clothing store / arcade / gaming store, and they literally had all VHSs.
How do we not still have those?
Right. How do we not? How does that not
It's
exist?
crazy, right? It was all VHSs, and I seen it, I was like, Ninja Scroll, man. And then one of my homies like, oh, you're gonna like that one. I was like,
Okay. I got you.
Aren't they,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
bringing that one back out. They're doing like an
so.
anniversary.
There's an
Are they?
anniversary for
Theatrical, I
Ninja Scroll.
think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, they announced it like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
yeah, first time I saw it, I was like, man, it's bloody. I'm like, what the hell?
They go
I mean,
hard. Yeah, they go crazy.
I've
Yeah,
seen
it
it
goes
like in
hard.
other movies and stuff like that, but like that, it was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Wow. Man, we're getting some deep cuts
These
this
are some
weekend.
good
I love
I mean,
it. I love it.
we are in our late 30s.
30 plus. I just say 30 plus.
He does. We don't know
Just
how
say
old
30
he is.
plus.
He just says
Nobody
30
knows how old I am.
We're
I
in
just
the,
say 30
we're
plus.
in the
I like
30.
that.
You could tell from the age, but when we talk about VHS,
Right.
right?
I had VHS tapes too.
Like at the end of it, when it goes to DVD,
Yeah.
VC with VCD.
Laserdisc?
I thought
What?
DVD was the end game. I'm like,
I
man,
thought
this
so
is,
too.
You don't know
this is
what
high
VCD
scale.
is?
Right.
No.
Oh, it's before DVD. There was a VCD.
Yeah, like Blu-ray and then like HD, like DVD.
You guys are
That's
just-
weird.
Spilling your age out here now.
Let's hear it for UMDs.
At 30.
PSP.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true.
That
First time I got one of those, I broke the
That's
case open, tried to put the little disc
Oh
in the
yeah, that was
system.
kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people like coming into the game shop and like, hey, can you repair this? I'm like, nah, bro, you're
You're done.
You're done.
You gotta buy a new
another one.
But the game's right here. Yeah, but you don't have the cover for it.
Right. It's just you can't do it.
Sorry, I brought up UMDs.
It's a painful subject. So you guys have a storied history of fighting games, but where did it all start for you guys? Like, what was your gateway into like fighting games and wanting to be a part of the community?
So I had no idea there was a community, first and foremost. So, when I grew up, I was playing, Nintendo, Super Nintendo,
Yeah.
the regular old joints, Genesis, Street Fighter,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
when it first came out. And the only competition I really had was my older brother, and, like my cousins and stuff. So I would just play them, or whatever the case may be. So one day I went to an arcade called Casa de Mora, which is the same one I was talking about.
With the videotapes in the cars.
arcade, right? It had a big Marvel 2 machine. Right next to it was a Alpha 2 machine. And then I think right next to the Marvel was like a Puzzle Bobble. Right?
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. There you go,
Bust
there
a
you go.
Move, yeah.
So I would always play my homies there, and I was like, ended up being the neighborhood bully for it. Like, I just started getting good at the game. I was the neighborhood bully. Like, hey, you got to play this Mike guy. So,
Go ahead and run your money too. I got it.
so one day I had a good friend of mine. We came to the arcade. His name is Danny Whitman. I was like, who is this guy? So then, I was stepping it up. And mind you, I started understanding it at a higher level. I'm like, holy shit. I was like, oh, you're really patient. Like, that's when I started like turning it together. I'm saying, so he straight up told me, he's like, hey, like, don't waste your talents here. I got a place I could take you to. And he took me to the famous Chinatown Fair in New York City. And that's where everything started for me, man. So that's how I met guys like Justin, Sanford Kelly, you know what I mean? Eddie Lee, some of the old cats.
Wow.
And here I am today, man.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, Chinatown Fair is kind of where I grew up from.
Yeah.
And it was more of like how to make friends because I didn't know how to make friends growing up. So me going to the arcade and good at Marvel's Capcom 1, you can't be part of our friend group. So I
That is
They put a. They
cutthroat.
were like, yo.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
this is a prerequisite,
That's
right?
news to me. I've known for years.
Yeah, so I was super bad at the game. I'm mashing like a scrub
Yeah,
and everything, and they're doing like air combos. So I spent a whole summer at this like random like candy store that had a Marvel's Capcom 1 machine where nobody goes to. It's
Yeah.
a secret place, and I would just play there, right? And I eventually figured out how to do combos like all by myself. And then I went back during the start of fall.
Yeah.
I played them, and then I beat them, and they accepted me in their friend group.
Wow.
So that's kind of how I started to like, man, I need to keep getting better because this is how you make friends.
Okay.
So
You still know those guys? You still cool with them?
no, I'm not.
Of course.
I actually ran into one.
course, this is
I actually
crazy.
ran into one of them in Hong Kong a few years ago, just randomly on the street.
Oh wow.
And then they're just like, yeah, like we know what you do now, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I always feel embarrassed because I'm just like, even though it's like super public now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's like kind of like my secret life.
Yeah.
that I'm living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I feel like in a lot of ways, like folks' anime journeys can kind of relate to that, right?
sure.
Where like for a long time, anime was such like a singular hobby or passion for a lot of people. Like you had your anime clubs, trading VHS tapes, whatever, but like it was your thing that
Yeah.
you were into.
100%. You didn't share it
Right.
with
Exactly.
others
Yeah.
like that, right?
And now with how accessible it is, it's for everybody and it's a community now. And I feel like it parallels the fighting game community in that way, is that it can be accessible and you can enjoy it more with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like kind of how like we went from a like we went from like little arcade tournaments
Yeah.
to Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
anime. It's like we went to like VHS tapes, to streaming sites, to movie theaters.
Yeah.
Theaters,
Yeah.
world premieres, and,
World
like,
premieres,
it's crazy.
Record-setting anime conventions.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's a ride.
It's crazy. All right. I have to ask because we have the newbie in the room. He was
She's also a new.
Hey, I'm also
but
a new.
she also didn't run 2XKO with me.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. We did play yesterday.
We did. It was
I
great.
didn't learn until the third match.
It was fine. He did great.
Oh, thank you.
So for people that are trying to get into playing fighting games, what do you recommend for new players? Because I know for me growing up, it felt really daunting. And I had kind of the same experience that you did, Yipes. Like I had like this guy that taught me on an MVC2 machine. It was just like, hey, let's run some matches. Beat my ass and was like, all right, cool. Keep playing. And I was like, oh, okay. But a lot of people aren't going to have that experience now. So how do you recommend, or what do you recommend that new players do to get in and play and also feel welcome as well too?
That's very important, actually. I like that you said that. Well, in the wonderful world now that we live in, social media is very strong. It's powerful, right? But you know, back in the day, we was on IRC and stuff like that. Remember?
SureYouCan.com.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't too accessible back in the day, but
Right.
now, like, you have so many platforms, a place where you could go for information now. You know, YouTube.
Yeah.
You could follow his channel.
Yeah.
He teach on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Talks about how to get into fighting games and stuff like that. Looking at your favorite player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To use as reference. Because the thing about fighting games is, when you enter, you realize, okay, what type of fighting game player am I going to be? Am I going to be an aggressive player? Am I going to be
That's a
a super
good point.
patient guy?
Yeah.
You know, so forth, so forth. So you always have references, right? He's definitely, I can't even say that he's lame. I actually appreciate it. And mind you, I say that in a
Okay.
Defensive.
He's
Gotcha,
super
gotcha.
defensive. Like I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about in Marvel 2, this guy would just run away from me for like 90 seconds. And I'm like, yo, Jay, all right, whenever you're ready, man, come down here and
I'm
fight
coming.
me.
Like we're just like,
You know what
do
I'm saying?
something.
Yeah.
But defense wins championships.
It does.
He did.
It
Yo,
does.
that's
It
a
does.
fact, though.
It does.
Wish the Knicks
Congrats.
won more, but hey, but yeah, no. Seriously, now, you know, with so much social media platforms like Twitch and
Yes.
stuff like that, you can
It's a great source.
easily get into it on a base level where you see what's going on. But the more you watch, the more intrigued you get, and then it probably hits that itch. Like, all right, I want to
Yeah.
learn more, and then
Right.
that's when the journey begins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Welcoming too is a very important thing. That's why I like that you said that. The FGC to me, that's why I love it so much. It's so diverse with different cultures and people
Same.
that it makes
Same.
me feel right at home. I feel like we got the most flavor and the most diversity
I agree.
in the world of gaming, straight
agree.
up. So I'm kind of glad that we're getting that push now, the FGC to the whole world,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah, I love the fact that more people are getting into it. And also the games now, the modern fighting games, they have so much tutorial stuff
Yeah.
in the game to get
Yeah.
you better. Like it kind of teaches like, this is what you should go for. This is
Yeah.
what you should aim for.
Yeah.
And there's also combo trial mode. So
Yeah.
the game is trying to teach you how to do combos itself,
Yeah.
right? And besides obviously the YouTube stuff, like he mentioned, we're welcoming. There's every day is an online tournament. So you like he has an online tournament every Tuesday.
Yeah.
You could just join that and you're in a Discord.
Yeah,
and
can
you're
opener, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
opener.
yeah, yeah.
And you're already hanging out with other people there. That means you're already networking automatically because everyone has the same hobby. They're trying to play in this tournament, get better, win the tournament, find improvements. And I think that's the era we're currently in. So if you're trying to get into fighting games right now is actually the best time.
I think so too.
So many
I think so, too.
games are already so popular with the rollback.
Yeah.
And also like I think next year or this year, it's like 4 new fighting games coming out already.
Yeah,
the
dude.
ones on the show floor alone, they're not released yet, but you can
Yes.
play it here. So that
Yes.
means everyone's looking forward to play those games, and there's going to be more tournaments about it. So
Yeah.
if you think about it, every day you can find an online tournament, and I think that's a beautiful thing right there. That's constant community fighting games. If you're into it, if you want to be part of it, easily accessible.
Yeah.
Now, I want to just tie us back into anime a little, but I know you guys both watch. How would you say anime has affected your career as a competitor?
Oh, I mean, I watch every day.
Hell yeah. That's the anime effect right there.
Literally, not even a show. I could pull out my app right now and I'll show you I'm subscribed to Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Like I just have it on my phone.
Yeah.
And I just watch it like every day, especially when it's my favorite thing about it is when a new season comes out, like
Yeah.
summer season,
Yeah.
fall season, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, episode 1 of all these different type of anime.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to see which one hits.
Yeah.
Right.
For
So
sure.
that's kind
For
of
sure.
like my thing. And also helps me wind down. Like after the end of the day, I'm in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And I just want to watch some shows because every day I have some show that I want to watch.
Yeah.
But mainly Friday, Saturday and Sundays because that's when all the episodes come out on
Yeah,
Crunchyroll.
same.
But that's kind of like how I watch anime. I watch literally anime probably every day.
I love that.
Even
That's how you
reruns
use it
too.
to wind
Even when
down.
I'm on YouTube, I see like crazy clips, like
Yep, just go
like
back and
random
run it.
Kuroko no Basket. Haikyuu,
That's one of my favorites.
Like,
Actually,
like
top five.
favorite moments of like top moments of this season.
How many Daiki?
Oh, he's the GOAT.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Even though his legs got broke, but
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert!
So
it's not spoilers anymore. If it's so old.
You see, you can tell this guy loves anime. He just went right for it. He's like, yeah. So
I do have to know, do you have a favorite episode 1 from this season so far?
Oh, for the anime.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There was this. Which is the one? I forgot the name because usually in the world where the guy forgets. Everyone forgets who they are.
Oh, why nobody remembers me?
Yes.
So I saw that one. I thought that one was really
Or why does
interesting.
no one remember?
Or the other one was kind of like a comedy where he's isekai, but he has the toxic.
Oh,
Yeah.
real.
I was watching last
So
night.
I didn't watch the latest episode because I'm here.
Yeah.
But those two are the starting out for this season that I'm
Yeah.
like interested in right now.
That's legit.
Elusive Samurai.
I was going to say Elusive Samurai.
Elusive Samurai. I watched like the first 2. I think there's only 2 out right now.
Oh, I haven't
Like,
seen that one.
It's all about fairy tale for me this
Beautiful.
season.
Okay.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, fairy tale.
Yeah.
I'm a piggyback of what everything he said for sure. That's how I unwind and stuff
Yeah.
like that. More so, I use it for motivation too. So,
word.
let me give you an example. Like he kicked my ass. I forgot what tournament that was. And I watched an anime that I wasn't Bleach. I think Ichigo fought Kenpachi the first time.
First time.
I love that fight.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this guy's getting me hype. I'm like, next time I see Justin, I'm gonna kick his So I use it as motivation, funny enough. And then the thing I love about anime too is when you take like real life aspects of real life and then you put an anime. For example,
Yeah.
Food Wars. Like I love
Yeah.
that.
I love food.
Like,
Yeah.
I see that food, I'm like, yo, I want to eat that. I'm pretty sure I'll catch orgasms just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
How are we
everybody
going to
else.
bleep that? Do we bleep?
I don't know. I mean, if you watch the anime, that's what's going
That's
on.
what it is.
That's what is happening. Yeah, that's what is happening.
Foodgasm.
Foodgasm.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll do
Foodgasm.
ASMR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a couple clean takes in there.
Oh, getting up close. ASMR time?
Foodgasm. I understand.
There you go.
But yeah, anything that translates from real life to anime, again, like Kuroko's basketball. So it's funny enough, like you got, what's my man's name with the green hair with the lucky items that he shooting three?
Midoriya.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so him, I'm like, I know it's exaggerated, but we got Steph Curry nowadays who can actually shoot him from like
Yeah.
full court.
That's the crazy thing is the parallel between modern basketball and Kuroko's is
Yeah.
crazy.
Really good.
It's insane. It's like, were y'all like predicting the future of how
Right, right.
basketball was about to
Right,
happen?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah. So
yeah, it's crazy.
that's like my favorite aspect of anime right now. For
Yeah.
sure.
All right. We know we got to let you guys go. And one anime, just one, that people should watch.
Damn, just one?
Just one. Just think hard. Think well.
What is that anime for
It's
you?
tough because like there's just so much good anime that I like right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say my personal bias, but I wouldn't like. I'm not gonna recommend to like, let's say, someone under 18 or
There you go.
17.
Just about
right?
to say that.
Like I love Food Wars. My favorite thing. No, it's not even that. My favorite thing about Food Wars is I love eating a meal watching Food Wars.
Yeah. That's fun.
I feel like
love that. I love that.
You know what I mean?
Wait, but then don't you think what you're eating is just so like mid compared to what's being on
That's
the
why
screen?
you gotta make sure it's not mid.
Oh, you're right.
That's why you make sure you get something good when you eating some. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
me and
You're right,
Delicious
you're
and
right,
Dungeon this
Oh,
season.
delicious.
Delicious.
Oh,
Another
so
good.
good.
Another good
So
one.
good.
I'll check that out.
Yeah. So like I think my favorite episode was when Hayama versus just Soma with the bear.
Oh, the bear episode.
The bear
so
episode
good.
was so amazing.
Yeah.
Man, what's homie's name that make the curry? Like he's the scientist? That is how that's what I hit. Okay.
Yeah. So that one's my favorite. But if I had to recommend the anime, I mean, it's probably what everyone else is gonna say right now. Demon Slayer. The last episode was just too good. The animation,
Animation
I
is
literally
insane.
popped off so hard in my house, and then I
The
just
wife is like, what is happening?
yeah, I rewatched the scene at least 10 more times at the same time.
It's so good.
The moment they drop into the
Yeah.
Infinity
Into
Castle,
the thing.
like
Yeah.
Done.
just sink.
You're like done.
It's not
done.
even that. That was already hype. But when my man just had the eyes open, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. I was just like, oh no, I'm ready. Oh yeah, just take my money.
Right.
Take
Where's
my
my
money.
wallet? Where's my wallet?
Animation and Demon Slayer is absolutely peak. Like it's so good.
I'm here all quiet and stuff.
I know. Yikes, you on the clock, my boy.
You can't say the same things
No,
again.
I'll
You
be
can't
honest.
say the same thing.
That was going to be one of my answers.
You
but when
better
he said it,
change
I was
it
so
up.
happy that I couldn't even get mad at it. All right.
I mean, you have some good animes that we watched together too, like way back in the day.
Yeah. All right. Don't matter that. All right, age group. Damn it. We're gonna go above 18. Okay.
Okay.
Damn, no.
It's okay.
It's too hardcore. It's
Are
too
you
hardcore.
sure? What is it?
It's Gantz. I like Gantz.
Second mention on the show today.
Come up.
Second mention on the show.
Renji we talked to Renji and he was like Gantz.
So the thing is, it's a bit of a, obviously a real like aspect to it, but it's a video game as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, obviously, you die, they give you a second chance, and then, you gain points and whatever. Like, I actually like that. It kind of gives me that suspense feel. So I think I would say Gantz for real. But if I would have to say musically wise, and I'm not even, and it's crazy, I never even finished this anime, so please don't call me fraudulent, okay? Is Naruto. The last fight I seen from Naruto was Sasuke versus Killer Bee, bro. That music is Y'all be like, I want to break something in my house.
And Killer Bee is such a beast. Like the show alludes to him like being really good, but then he's so goofy.
Yeah.
And then when it finally happens, you're like, oh no. Oh, Sasuke's in trouble.
Man, needed a whole squad bite this girl here for some help.
They did.
I'm actually surprised you didn't say Code Geass.
Classic.
I keep that on the low.
Okay.
You know why?
That one's in the top.
Mad people hate on that show for some reason.
It's so good.
So the thing about Code Geass is, so me coming up with my moms, I used to watch all types of soap operas with her.
Yeah.
So the feel that Code Geass gave me was a soap opera, but with like mechs and stuff, which was pretty sick.
Yeah.
And I like the mind games that like Lelouch was playing and stuff. Like, he was pretty much moving all the chess pieces, man. Everything was in his
The
control.
opening song for Code Geass.
Yeah, so good.
All right, y'all. Justin, Yipes, thank you guys so much. We know we got to let you go. Again, welcome anytime. We'll chop it up more about fighting games and anime. But that was it.
Y'all, that was amazing.
I can feel the hype.
and
The
we-
fighting hype.
Yes.
It's building.
I'm going to break out the fight stick that I have that's in my closet.
You should,
at home.
dude. You should.
Where is it?
In my closet at home. Is it at my home?
Why is it in your
Where-
closet at your home?
Because that's where it is. I don't know what you want me to say. We have so much more coming from Evo over the next weeks and months.
We talked to some really cool people.
We did. We really did.
It's been a fun day. So in the spirit, and we're going to be recommending fighting games. That's right. Games where fighting is the main draw.
So do you have a fighting game version of your recommendations outfit? Is it like Mega Man where you have like different
It's
outfits for topics? Like if you're recommending a book, do you have a book recommendations outfit?
yeah, I wear a book for that one.
Wow.
For this one I wear a fighting game.
We gotta work on your outfits, bro. Like we gotta do
And
it.
the outfits, again, if you're listening to the show and not watching, the outfits are real. Definitely. Okay, I'm going first. Screw you
I'm
guys.
just being gaslit here. I'm like,
You're like, is the outfit
They told me
real?
the outfits
What are they
weren't
talking
real.
is
about?
the outfit in the room?
But I forgot it, of course. So.
Yes. in
Nick
your
the
closet.
Chameleon.
In my closet,
Okay.
which is Digimon Rumble Arena.
That's a good one.
If you're not familiar with Digimon Rumble Arena, it is a Super Smash Brothers like fighting game for the PlayStation. It's so fun,
But it's fun.
specifically because I love Digimon.
Yeah.
The North American release obviously has like English dub voice lines and stuff, and they're real crispy on that PS1
So good.
on that PS1 data. But it's a great game. There's really no way to play it anymore
No.
unless
they're not.
unless you have
Yeah.
a physical PS1 copy that
Yeah.
you could play it
Yeah.
on PS1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Maybe one day it'll come back. I would love to see a Digimon. I know it'll never happen, but I would love to see a remaster of Digimon.
We're getting
Rumble
that classic Yu-Gi-Oh collection, so we could get a classic Digimon collection somewhere.
Don't do this to me.
Hey.
Don't get his hopes up.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't give
man.
me hope.
It's out in the ether now.
That's right. All right, Lena, you're next.
So I am a bit of a noob in the fighting game realm. So can I give like something adjacent?
Yeah, like a game that
Like a game
someone
that just
fights
has
in.
fights in, right? Yeah.
The game where you punch people in the face. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's specific.
Can we go
Like
more
Punch Out?
broad? Like just
Like anywhere,
Where-
you can hit them
Like-
anywhere.
well, I guess we were talking about Hakasero, so that is currently my little obsession. Yeah.
Is there like a main story that can be finished in that game?
It's not finished yet. It's still
Okay.
ongoing.
Okay, so is it like releases and chapters and
It
stuff?
does, yeah, in like patches, yeah.
Yeah, because Genshin is still doing that
Genshin
too.
is also still doing its
still
thing.
going. And then
So that's going to happen with
that's going to
Zenless.
happen with Triple Z too. Yeah, it's just going to keep going.
So you know, my thing is like I play games that I can see the credits in,
I mean, I like those too, but sometimes you need something that you can just,
kind of just spin up and
yeah,
play.
man. Yeah, dude. It's
And then, if you hate yourself, Valorant's great too.
That's right. You do play.
you do
Valorant
play
quite a
Valorant.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it for my mental health.
We're big fans of mental health here on the Anime
We
Effect.
Because we were talking about it off camera earlier. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I talk about Tokusatsu on the show all the time, but I feel like this is like such a great game. Like, for even if you don't really get just the lore of Power Rangers, because you really don't have to, it's just a very good tag game that I feel like anybody can get into. So even if you only know like Mighty Morphin, there's Mighty
Power
Morphin
Rangers.
characters in there.
Gotcha.
If you like Space Patrol Delta, there's characters for that.
What was the one where they turned into dinosaurs?
You're talking
Main Power Rangers show.
Dino Thunder is also underrated.
And
anyway.
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm is good.
That's
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's like it's really bright and bold, and like even the Zords get involved as
nice.
special summons
That's
and stuff.
cool.
So yeah, man, if you want to play a really fun game that still has like a little bit of community around it, give Battle for the Grid a shot.
Awesome. Great
Great pitch. You
That's a
said
great
guys
pick.
Pitch. You just pitched us the game.
At the same time, yes, we are here.
Yes, we're doing it. Here we go.
All right. So every week we also, well, not every week, but most weeks, we get recommendations from fans that
We
write
do.
in through our handy dandy question form or on Apple Podcasts. Would you like to read our fan recommendations for this week?
Let's do it. All right, first up, this one comes from My Little Ponfar via our question form. I'd like to recommend the anime Hitoribocchi no Marumaru Severe Social Anxiety. No, I swear it's not that
Are
one.
you sure
Are you
it's not
sure?
that one?
Are you sure?
She is. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. A fun slice of life comedy. I still think it's that
Yeah, I
one.
think it could still
it's
be.
could
With
be
a great
Savannah.
cast of goofball characters.
Could also still be that
one.
Are you telling me there is a show called Hitoribocchi
Not about-
Seikatsu?
Bocchi the Rock.
That's not about
Yeah, I don't
Hitorigoto,
know.
also known as Bocchi.
Right. It's weird.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't believe it. It's got to be the same one.
Yep.
They swear it's not, so it's not. Thank you for writing in. If it's anything like Bocchi the Rock, gonna watch it.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
love
Also
it
watch it.
so much.
Also,
I'm still riding off of the energy from the crowd at Anime Expo for
the
Bocchi
Bocchi
the
thing
Rock.
I wish I was
so
there.
fun.
I
It was
wasn't
amazing.
It was
there.
so fun.
Sold out.
Huh?
It was sold out.
Oh,
That's not possible.
Standing
it was
room
full.
only.
It
Standing
was
room
full.
I was like sold out. Like,
They handed out tickets. Yeah.
all right.
It's just because we were hosting it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's the anime effect.
Seth, via our question form, I'd personally recommend Space Dandy or The Duke of Death and His Maid. I don't know the latter one. I do know.
So, Duke of Death and His Maid, I really love this show. It's got like a kind of unique 3D CG art style.
Okay.
It's a rom-com.
Okay.
It's more like dark humor, like dark comedy.
Okay.
Because the idea is that the main character, the Duke of Death, can't touch people without killing them.
Oh.
It's kind of like Rogue
Yeah,
from
yeah,
X-Men. And his maid, he's been in love with forever. She's been in love with him. They've been together since they were little kids. And he has to wear gloves all the time around her. And it's just this like romance where they can't be together.
Wait,
And
I'm
so
going to watch this.
Yeah, and
This
so
sounds really
This also
cute.
sounds
he
really
tries
sad.
to like get her to like move on because he can't be loved, and she's like doting. There's 3 seasons. The best part is that in the English dub, the 2 leads are married in real life.
Aw, that's
That's
nice.
cool. That's
So
cool.
I believe it is.
You'd love to see it.
Kristen McGuire and Cliff Chapin
Huh. Okay.
are the leads in that.
I want to watch that. That sounds really sad, but also really good.
And it just wrapped up. I think it was a full adaptation. So
Oh, really?
3 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 seasons.
How have I never heard of it?
And then of course Space.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to those who wrote in via our question form to recommend some shows. We're going to keep going with the fan stuff because it's time to open the mailbag.
Mailbag.
Sponsored by the United States Postal Service.
And stamps.com.
And stamps.com. And UPS. One day we're going to get that spot.
Anywhere you can get your stuff delivered.
So this one comes from Raven via our question form. What is one thing you look for in an anime to watch it?
Main character. Like, because that's always going to be your point of entry.
Okay.
If
It's always the
you're.
side characters that are the best ones.
It's
Got a
true.
really good
It's
point.
true.
Were you already backing off your...
Well, no.
Yeah, that was a really
Just
that was a weak
immediately.
point.
It's
huh?
true. But no, because your main character is always going to be your entry point, because you can always attach yourself to the main cast, like once you meet them later. But if your main character perspective is not on point, then it kind of ruins your show, or it kind of like makes it tougher to watch because a lot of us follow the 3-episode rule because that gives you enough time to meet the main character, maybe meet the side character or whoever's going to be interacting with them. And it's important because it also sets the base for your story.
What's a good example of a show where you're like, main character, I'm in, gonna watch this show?
Just because I'm a stan, My Hero.
How did I know you were gonna do that?
Because like Deku tells you right off the bat, this is the story of how I became the greatest hero.
It is a good way to sell it.
And you're like, I'm locked in. And I think when you this is how my life changed or something like that. Like I feel like you're like, oh, I'm waiting. And now for everybody that's stuck with My Hero, the payoff is coming. There's 2 chapters left of the manga.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. But
Don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Drops
I'm not
the
spoiling
biggest
anything.
spoiler.
But because of that, you're like, cool, I get to see the payoff of when he said, this is how I became the greatest hero, right? So there you go.
Awesome. How about you?
I am a big fan of fight scenes, fight choreography. When fight scenes are done well and not, like shortcutted and like it just looks cheap. Like when you can see everything, it's just like I really, really appreciate that. So definitely like fight animation is a big one.
Sakuga. I feel like that's come up a lot in recent conversation. Like I've seen on social of like legibility in fight scenes. Like you said, being able to actually see what's happening and it's not flashy just for the sake of it. But
I felt like Hell's Paradise did that pretty well.
Yeah.
You know what's one fight scene that, oh my God, I like rewatched it over and over, that one clip. Might be no, it's not a spoiler. We all watch Frieren? Okay, good. I was getting a little worried. You guys said no.
No, we've seen it.
The Frieren versus Frieren?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was a masterpiece artistically. Like
the like mirror.
Insane. The colors, like, that was incredible.
Madhouse is back. They are back.
They're so back.
They are so back. I think I was going to go with Varying Levels of Romance.
Oh, that is.
So one of the shows that really stands out for this for me is Fire Force. Like the first time you hear the like power.
I know exactly what
when you hear the for the first time.
Boom.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
I never heard anything like
So
that.
good.
Yeah.
That's why Demon Slayer is good too.
Yep.
The sound.
Yeah.
When you watch, I don't know if you watch like the movies in theaters. Love
Mugen
it. You
Train
just
was
the
incredible.
Yeah. The sound is just amazing. And if that's in episode 1, like I'm sold. I'm strapped in.
Yeah. We're hearing like the ignition for the first time in Fire Force with Shinra. You like,
It literally
and then when they go into the what is it, the Adola burst, when they go into that like weird other dimension, and it's like, it's so eerie, so good. Ugh. All right, I got to rewatch Fire Force. Thank you to everyone who wrote in. As a reminder, you can submit a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Exclusively a 5-star review. Don't want to see 4. Don't want to see 3. Don't want to see 2.
Don't want to see a tattoo on him. You know what to do.
That's right. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, or you can write into our question form at got.cr/anime effect questions. That is GOT.cr/anime effect questions. I think that's it. Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
Before we go, a reminder that starting August 3rd, you can watch 2 episodes of the Anime Effect back to back every Saturday night on the Crunchyroll channel.
What?
Which is available. That was great. Thanks for.
Wait, that's dope. That's cool. I wasn't paid to say that.
We're getting paid? What? No, the Crunchyroll channel, which is available through Roku TV, Amazon Freevee, those kind of like free streaming TV channels. It's great. There's really cool anime blocks on there. But yeah, 2 episodes back to back. So check them out every week starting August 3rd.
All right, y'all. The train is leaving the station. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of The Anime Effect, brought to you by Crunchyroll and the folks over at Sony Music Entertainment. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Crunchyroll Presents The Anime Effect is hosted by me, Nick Friedman, Lee Alec Murray, and this week, Lena Lemon.
Whee!
We are executive produced by Jonathan Hirsch, Sarah Morris, and you guys are going to hate this. It's me.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Our lead producer is Kyla Carnero, and our associate producer is Zoe Culkin. Patrick Emile edited and mixed this episode's audio. The Real Lab filmed, and Aaron Neidick edited the video. Our head of production is Sammy Allison. Special thanks to Carlos Solorzano and Tamika Balance Kalassi.
And we will be back next week with more anime more news, more mailbag, more
San Diego
outfits.
Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic Con.
Comic-Con.
We'll see you there.
We will be
Vegas,
there.
baby.
Vegas,
San
baby.
Diego,
San
baby.
Diego,
It's my
baby.
first time in Vegas.
What?
A lot of firsts.
A lot of
happening.
firsts this week.
All right, y'all. Later days.
Bye.
Finish Naruto. What do you mean you didn't finish it? I was about to get mad. I was like, no, I gotta calm down.